What is up, everyone? Back at it again with another Briar jungle video, and I'm going to show you the build that I think is just the best for climbing, the best build in general on Briar jungle on the new item changes and the new patch. So for starters, Briar jungle may feel weaker, but you just have to be doing the right page and the right items to really get the max value out of her. Right now, press attack is a go-to. I like the ability haste rune, but you could go the attack speed one as well. Coupe de Grace, free boots guaranteed, and for build, I just think Tiamat, either Profane or just straight Titanic is the go-to. Into, Cleaver, Sunder Sky, Death Sand, Sterix is the go-to build. So if you do this build, you do these runes, you're going to win a lot more games on Briar. And for clears, I personally just like to full clear. So if I can full clear early game, I'm really happy. And if I always solo Raptors because it's really good because we can get the second Raptor spawn at 4 minutes, do the Krugs, and then have level 5 and be ready for, Void Grubs. I think Briar jungle really good at, setting up for that level 5 Void Grub angle. Or even level 6, right? Sometimes you can do some early ganks, but in my opinion, just really play for that early clear. You don't want to be taking too many risks. You want to play relatively safe and just understand that when you have that mindset. Really play around farming. There may be gank opportunities, but your priority should be your farming. There, I actually waited too long to W, so sometimes that happens. But it's okay. It's not really a big deal. Just use your E afterwards and you should be good to go. And in this game, jungling farming is really important. So if you play Briar jungle, that's why the team out buy, in my opinion, is really just extremely important. So you do want to get that Tiamat buy so you can go into like that Titanic. And then once you get the Titanic, it synergizes really well with pressed attack. And it gives her a really nice build, in my opinion. And I feel really strong when I do this. Sometimes you can do like a level 3 gank mid. This situation I'm against Gragas jungle, he's actually quite good into me. The mid situation is really volatile. This is potentially a really easy lane to gank, but we just said that we don't want to take too many risks, so we just avoid that for now. If it's still gankable after I full clear, I'm going to look to do something, but right now, I'm not going to put myself in a bad position because I feel like I want to gank, right? If this guy was pinging me to gank, I don't respond to that. You don't give in to peer pressure when you're jungling. You cannot. Never do that. So I'm playing against Gragas. I'm not really afraid of getting counter jungle. So I'm playing really, I'm just playing really, full clear, not worried about getting invaded. And then once you start to close out and get ready for your full clear angle, now we start to think about, okay, what are we going to do for ganks? Like, how are we going to gank now? Are we going for the mid gank? Are we going for the top gank? Top is diveable, right? So that's a dive waiting to happen. So from here, I see, like, maybe I really went this way. She went right side. So here, I think this is the dive. Setting up the wave really nicely. If Gragas is full cleared, he would show right here, but I think Gragas is full clearing down. And since he hasn't shown yet, it's very common. Should be able to reach her here. And for set, we can just clear this wave. He doesn't want to clear. So here I have a few options. Do I base and try to defend, my bot side jungle? Or do I just do the crabs? Since the 4 minutes has spawned, we get the void or we get the raptor respawn. But mid is looking really spicy. So we might have to go for a mid gank here. So we're probably going to look for that. This should be a free kill. I'm going to E here, and then I'm going to check for Gragas. What I think is Gragas was bot side, and he's actually running it down. So we got to salute the Gragas there. Thank you, Gragas. I was a bit worried you might actually steal my jungle camp, but Fat Man doesn't know how to play the game. So we're really happy with the situation, and this is super good. I mean, like they talked about, if we can get a play after we full clear, like I really want to emphasize full clear, then gank for you, a lot of you. You just have to kind of incorporate this style really heavily into your game plan. I really was actually trolling, so we are going to gank her here. What we're going to do is W, wait for a bit. She uses E, we can easily jump on her here. I'm going to E in advance to kind of charge up. And yeah, I mean, I really was kind of griefing there, so we're really happy with that situation. And from here, we're going to buy our items. So here you have a few options. Right, we're going Titanic. For you, I think it's fine to go into the Tiamat first and then buy the components for the tunneler. And the reason being is because I just think Tiamat really good now because a lot of jungle is about farming, right? Here I have an awkward situation where I cleared Raptors. I didn't clear my Krugs. So instead of going to Krugs, We're actually going to go up and start clearing our topside camps because void grubs are up. And why is it good to be in topside? Well, remember earlier we padded topside, and what did we do? We got a kill on the Tristana, so top lane is relatively winning, so that's a good lane to play towards. And we're pretty much smashing mid lane now, so this is a volatile matchup like we talked about, and when it's volatile like that, what it means is that they will always be running. Like, Irelia only knows one thing, and that's to run it down. That didn't reach her. Wow, that's crazy. She only knows one thing, and that's to run it down. She might R here. She trades. That was my bad. I should have been able to kill here. I actually will push the wave out because Sylas doesn't have TP. Briar shows bot again. Not much we can do about that. That was my mistake. I should have been able to get on the Irelia there. That was my bad. But it's not really a big deal for me because, you know what? I am farming quite well. I'm really ahead, accelerated. Sylas gives 1 kill back. Sometimes it's good to give the feeding person a kill back. Why? Because, well, now that person is actually worth money again. Here, always use your team mat to kill the babies if you can. And once you kill one, always pull it out a bit. You just want to stack them up now, so your Tiamat and your AoE does all the damage. For Tiamat comboing, it's all about using your Tiamat, you know, sort of in between autos. If you can do it earlier, it's fine. But it's really not the most important, so just make sure you play around that well. Here I'm going to R because I think he's actually getting all in here. I'm going to W here. I do have E, so... This Tristana is doing something where I don't think she's allowed to farm this wave. So what I'm going to do is help set with this. I'm going to W forward to see if she's in the brush. And she was in the brush. Remember, if you W... A neat trick is that it will always prioritize champions whether you have vision of them or not. So it will tell you where champions are. So that's a huge tool. There I just didn't know if Tristana was basing there, but I thought she might be. So I W forward, and if it doesn't lock on to any champion, pretty much will make you hit the minions. So that's a good situation for us. We're real happy about that. We're doing a really good job this game right now. We're doing a really good job. I'm a bit concerned about overstaying because I have so much money. So I'm just going to base here. See, we see Gragas, but he would have to flash on me to make a play happen. I'm going to E in advance here. Try to go on the Tristana kill. And very low. Size just has to W. Okay. I see you there. My E wasn't the best. I could have E'd better. So this game, Tabby's is pretty good, but Mercrest is also good. The problem is there's no Tenacity Rune anymore, and they have a lot of CC because of Gragas. But truth is, they don't have enough magic damage for me to justify going Mercrest here. So what we do is we go Tabby's, and we just play around the CC. Gragas, we're going to go Titanic, or we're going to go Cleaver. You could go Thunder Sky. Like, it's fine if you prefer Thunder Sky second instead of Cleaver, but I think Cleaver is really good, so I go Cleaver, and then the core build is like Sterix or DD third into, you know, whatever you feel like. And once you get the Titanic, it's just sort of using it in the combo is really important. So a lot of times all I do is pretty much W, like this is the combo I'll show you. So W forward, Q, auto attack Titanic, and then you W again. That's pretty much all you have to do. Here, I really got a deep ward, but I just want to see if they're on Dragon, right? I just want to know about Dragon situation. So I ward Dragon here. Here, I think I really is playing too aggressive. And she's doing that because she has Alistar moved. So a lot of jungle is just about getting information. And that's how I play. I gather information through wards, through hitting plants. That's a really good way. Then once you gather information, you play around whichever position you're strong in. Here, I need to see if Alistar's here. This guy's playing too aggressive. So I just kind of bounce him up a bit. My goal is to kind of fight here. So here I'm going to see if I need to R yet. I'm going to E in advance now. I'm going to R after, just because I can reset the fight with my spells. And yeah, just beautifully done by me, right? Like, I just played that extremely well. The reason I don't start with R there is because we're so close to a tower that any point they could just run to the tower. And then you're pretty much screwed, right? Like, you gotta be careful with towers on Briar. That's like a huge thing. Towers are danger. If you're newer to Briar or you're not as like excelling at her, stay the hell away from towers. Unless you have your E up, even then it's a bit tricky. You got to be really careful, you know. Towers are, you got to be allergic to them. Allergies. Here I have so much money. I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, I mean, this build's just straightforward. This is the build. If you do this build, you're going to be winning a lot. Here, I'll start with the auto combo, press the attack, done. He has phase rush, but I've did 70% of his HP in that combo, so extremely good for me. So here I'm going to jump on the Gragas fast. Same thing, combo fast. Or E in advance now, because I see the Alistar. Now we have to kind of combo the Irelia. Ooh, if I got that W off, that would have been kill. I respect Silas. We ride together, we die together, Silas. I respect that. I respect that a lot. Here you can go into the phase component if you like it. I like to do like a phase with a ruby and then a sword. Remember we talked about Thunder Sky? Also fine to build if you prefer it. And these situations, I talked about like farm. But when objectives are up, you have to decide. These are moments where you need to either be doing the objective or saying, okay, I can take it. I'm just going to farm. Obviously, I'm super strong. Our lanes are in a good spot. We do objectives. ASAP, you got to play for objectives and then farm. That's it. If you need to gank before objectives, then yes, you can do that. But these void grubs are game winning a lot of times, especially on a champ like Briar who can't really do anything about towers. Who's really bad at taking towers. It helps a lot for you. So here, this is once the objective's down for the count. Kind of activate farm mode. Now I'm probably doing a full clear down unless I see a really good angle with R. And that's sort of the livery. That's kind of the luxury of Briar, is the fact that I can just kind of farm, and if I see a play, I can always R. I generally don't advise to like doing like cross map Rs just because it could be a bit tricky to hit, especially if you don't know how to aim. So sometimes it's just better to save it and then run really as close as possible if you can. Here they are overextending, so I'm just gonna R. But I don't want to hit Alistar, but I do want to hit that guy. So here I'm gonna smite auto Titanic, go on him next, and just, yeah, really easy play. You know, special teams, special plays. That's all you have to do. Here I think Gragas might be on top side or bot side. Check Crab. Crab is up. So is he here? He's probably mid catching waves. So he's mid catching waves. So we just want to drop a deep ward. Any chance to get deep vision? It's always good vision, right? Deep vision is always good vision. You always want to be as deep as possible to really get in there. Like, that's your goal. Here I do have enough for cleaver. So what I'm going to do is just kind of, you know, defend them to get the tower here because I want them to break it. And if no one comes, I just start the base. And it looks like they're going to get it without me because Aphelios showed mid. So it's pretty much a free play. So I'm just going to base early. I'm going to get my cleaver. And now this is where Sterix or DD, very good. I personally like DD. If it's a 4 AD game, like this is a good DD game. I go DD and then I go like Sterix after. But if you like Sterix, you can go Sterix too. Personally, I wouldn't go Thunder Sky at this point because I think it's more important to get like a DD, or else you're going to be really delayed on all your items. But a full build can literally just be this, and DD. That's like a standard full build that would be really strong. If I do a flash combo there, just a little one-shot tap. You know, I was trying to one-shot Aphelios there. I almost got it off. So that's not bad. We like that. We love to see it. We do love to see that. We do love to see that. You know, sometimes surprising with the flash is huge. A lot of people disrespect Briar's flash. And that's always something you always surprise people, especially AD carries. With the press attack, auto attack W combo, really strong. Like if you're not winning with Briar doing my build with my rune setup, you're just flat out not winning on Briar, right? It's so good. Like this is the GOAT. This is my go-to right now. By like 80% of your games, you should be building. All your games, you generally should be building like this. But I do have this other funky build that I've been going. Blade the Rune King into Cleaver Rush. Or Blade the Rune King Rush into Cleaver. It does have some potential. I'll probably do a video about that next. But I do like that build as well. And yeah, really, you gotta hit that ability Does he have W? He does. I'm gonna R then. I can probably hit here. Ooh, unlucky. I think going here is not really happening. I think I really agree to push out this wave. Is she back in this brush? Because I can just smite to interrupt her clear. Yeah, easy. Special teams, special players. That's what we live for here. We'd love to see it. I could break their inhib here, but it's so early in the game that I don't really want to. In fact, I'm just going to flank on mid here. You gotta respect getting pulverized into tower. I don't really want to tank tower here. You have to be really careful with towers because we talked a lot about it. Your bleed passive will always trigger when you're near towers. If you attack someone, your bleed passive will pretty much force you to start tanking. So you do want to avoid that. Here, really good dragon angle. We're just going to get the dragon. Remember, the comboing is really important. I'll show you guys a bit about how we're going to combo. So with my Titanic's up, let's say this is a champion. What I do is W, Q, press attack, or Titanic, W, right? Very straightforward. Let me show you guys on red buff, right? Always wait for that first auto attack after queuing. And then Titanic, and then you W again. So this is a champion. W, Q, auto, Titanic, W. That's a burst one-shot combo right there. So always remember, that's really important. Comboing on a champ like Briar is really important. You can get a lot out of it. You can get a lot of extra autos off. That's a lot of your damage is just purely off of autos. Here I'm probably going to base because I do have a lot of money. So here I always go for like Steel Sigil, Warhammer. And because we have a lot of jungle topside, we go straight to topside, right? Whichever side has the more jungle camps, we want to go there. Here, I think I could R, so I'm just going to R early. I R in the direction that I think the fight's going to be in. And that's always the way to like make it work. W right after. I don't W early. E once CC is about to hit you. It's always a really good habit to keep in mind. Go on this guy to heal up. You can easily heal up with another W rotation. And honestly, I think that enemy team's going to FF after that one because I just styled on them like they've never been styled on before. And I hope you guys liked that video. The full build would have been Sterex DD with a Sunder Sky at the very end. Hope you guys liked the video. Good luck on the Briar climb. Be sure to like, subscribe. Oh, give me the ride, Shelly. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.